You guys play the kind of schedule where you have to get up every week for every game, but when it's the defending national champ, does that add maybe just a little bit extra to this game?
Well, you look down that schedule and you better be extra every week. This is by far the strongest conference with the most high-powered football teams across the country. I think out of the 14, I think 9 are going to be ranked at one time or another. Have a lot of respect for them. They're a great football team, defending national champions. You're going to have to play your best football.
Their quarterback's pretty mobile. I think he's got like 200 yards on the ground already. When you got a dual threat player like that, what kind of pressure does that put on your defense?
Well, a lot. He is a good athlete. He is a playmaker. Obviously, he did that, or they wouldn't have accomplished what they did a year ago. They've got big play receivers. They've got running backs. Quarterback's the key. Defensively, they got tremendous speed. They're a good football team. We'll have to play very well.
Is it safe to categorize their defense as opportunistic? Would that be a good way to describe them?
If you say so. Yeah, good football teams are. You're going to have takeaways, and you're going to win that turnover column. They do that. They're solid all the way across the board. They're well coached. As I say, we have to play well in all phases of our game. It'd be a great game to come out and watch.
They're coming off a loss against Marion. I don't know if you've seen tape or anything. Marion seemed like they slowed their run game down a little bit. Do you know, or did you see anything that Marion did that maybe you guys can carry over?
I've spent quite a bit of time watching their game film. Marion came out and played very well. I'm guessing that Grandview probably took them a little bit lightly. Didn't play their best football. Give credit to Marion. They went after him. So they pressured the quarterback, and he made some mistakes. Turned the ball over in big games. You're suspect of whatever result may happen. But they'll bounce back, and they're going to come in here and play a lot better than they did a week ago. You can bet on that.
Who starts under center this week?
Nick Ferrer.
What can you say about the kind of performance that he had on the road last week?
It was outstanding. He's an 18-year-old kid, his first college start against a team that's very strong on defense. Did a lot of things on the back end to confuse. And out of 80-some snaps, I count on one hand of things that you might question his decision on. So he did a great job. He graded out very high, made plays, got the ball to people, and we're optimistic. Guy's got a lot of upside.
Did that performance surprise you? Obviously, if you put him in there, you anticipate that he could handle that situation, but did he exceed expectations?
Well, I expected a lot from him, and he certainly lived up to that.
I guess just going on the road, you guys are coming off a tough loss. To go on the road, beat a tough opponent, beat a ranked team. Does that kind of get this team back on track? Not to say that they were off track, but did that kind of maybe instill a little bit of confidence?
I don't think we were off track, because you drop a one-point game, it slaps you in the face and says, you better be playing your best football all the time. You got to be ready for the challenge. You got to be resilient to adversity. You have to go back and concentrate on the things you have control of. Your effort, how hard you play, how passionate you are about doing your best, how you react after mistakes, how you deal with adverse circumstances, not to carry it long, successes or failures, that you got to go to the next one. So, and that's a maturing process, and we're just going to continue that and concern ourselves with what we have control of. Everybody, you media guys, you always go back to those losses, and those are the things you probably learn from the most, because it's those if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, type things. So we learned from that, and the thing about what these young men do every week is they put it all out there every week. And the result is up for discussion, and that takes a lot of courage.